How to get your raw hair bundles to last 8+ years. Yes, 8+ years. The hair in my head is 8 years old, and I'm going to give you my tips and tricks on how to get this hair to last for so long. The reason why I'm able to get the hair to last as long as it has is because I do very little to it. That's extremely important. You want to do as little as possible to the hair. This hair requires little to no product, and it requires to be washed every 2 to 3 weeks, okay? Right now, the hair I have in my head, it does need to be washed, but this is what it's gonna look like. When I wash my bundles, I take it through a couple of steps. One, I want to clarify it, and I want to clarify it very well, because the better I clarify it, the fresher it's going to be when it dries. I want to get all the buildup that's in the hair. Now, it's not going to be much buildup because remember, I'm not using a lot of product, but there is going to be some buildup, and most of it is going to be oily. The reason why it's going to be oily is because it's natural oils for the most part. So think about how Caucasian women, they wash their hair on a regular basis, on a daily basis. And a lot of times you hear them say, what? My hair is so greasy by the end of the night. And they may not even put much product in it, but the reason why it's greasy is because of their hands, natural oils, right? Things that's in the air is being collected onto the hair. Their hair is naturally getting oily. The hair is going to naturally collect oils. I want to strip it as best as possible. The way I'm going to strip the hair is I like to get a bowl and put warm to hot water in it, put some apple cider vinegar in it, and then I'm going to put the bundles in the bowl. The bowl is going to be like a regular metal mixer bowl. And I'm going to put about, say, like a shot glass of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to let the bundles sit in there for a couple of hours. It's not going to hurt the bundles. Sometimes I'll put it in and I might even have it in all morning because I forgot to take the bundles out of the water. It doesn't even matter. The next step is, when I take the bundles out of the apple cider vinegar, I'm going to want to use a light clarifying shampoo. This is a clarifying shampoo that I use and I do recommend. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit in my hand, rub it in my hands, and start saturating and working it in the bundles. How do I know this? I'm going to also, as I am washing the bundles, I'm not going to be doing this. Okay, I'm not going to be doing this like washing machine style, because if you do it like that, it's going to tangle. The reason why it's going to tangle is because it's 100% human hair. Because the hair is human hair, when you wash it, you do not want to be doing this. All right. I have long hair myself. I have 4C long hair. When I wash my hair, I have to wash it in section, because the longer your hair gets, the more delicate you have to be when it comes to washing it. Meaning, I can't wash my hair like this because it will tangle. So when I'm in the shower and I wash my hair, I section my hair off, I twist it up, and I wash it section by section. I condition it section by section. Now I have human hair, of course, in my head. The same thing goes for these doggone bundles. You cannot be washing the hair like this at all, because it's going to tangle. You'll be very surprised the people that I've come across who thought they've had human hair and never had human hair, and once they get my hair in their hands, they really didn't know how to deal with it, including celebrity stylists. Do not wash the hair like this. Wash the hair like this. Also, take a brush. When I wash my bundles with clarifying shampoo, I take a brush while it has the shampoo in it, and I do it just like that. I'm trying to strip the oils off. And when I use a brush, it allows me to get a little bit more movement. The next step is going to be, you're going to want to rinse the clarifying shampoo off. They're going to want to use a shampoo. Now, the key with this hair is you do not want to be using any deep conditioner or heavy moisturizing shampoos. The reason why is, again, we are not trying to put oils into this hair. Now, for my hair, again, I'm a Jamaican 4C hair. I need all the moisturizing I can get, all right? This hair doesn't need that at all. This hair doesn't need that at all. I'm going to use a light shampoo. This is one that I normally use. So I'm going to shampoo it and I'm going to rinse it off. I'm only going to shampoo it one time because I've already used apple cider vinegar. I've already used clarifying shampoo. And now I'm just using a regular shampoo. And I'm using a regular shampoo because we done clarified it so much. We do have to add some type of moisture in the hair, but we don't want to add a bunch. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to use a conditioner. You don't want to use a deep conditioner and you don't want to use a heavy conditioner. Again, what has been the theme of the video? We don't want to put a bunch of moisturizing oils on the hair. If you do that, the hair is going to be weighed down. I'm just going to use a light conditioner. And when you use this conditioner, the way I like to do it, because I'm not trying to saturate it. You know how a lot of times we'll just squeeze the conditioner in our hands and then we'll put it, put it on the bundles or put it in our hair? No, we don't want to do that. That same bowl that you use the apple cider vinegar in, you're going to use that bowl. Of course, you're going to use fresh water. I like to use warm water. Use fresh water, and you are going to fill it up, put a couple of squirts of conditioner in the water, and then when you do that, you're going to mix up the conditioner and you're going to mix up the water. So by the time you're done, you should have conditioner water. When you do that, you're just going to lay the bundles in the water. Leave the bundles in for about 2 to 3 minutes. That's all you're gonna do. You're not gonna leave the bundles in for 15 minutes. You're not gonna leave the bundles in for 20 minutes. No, because we're not trying to deep condition this hair. So once you do that, you're gonna take it out and then you're gonna rinse the bundles off. So what you're gonna do, once you take the bundles out of the bowl, you're gonna lay the bundles down on a towel and let it air dry. That's my favorite way to let my bundles dry. I have a fireplace where I live, and I love to put the bundles in front of the fireplace and lay them down because they really come out really nice. And also, my favorite thing to do in the summertime is to lay the bundles outside on a towel and let the sun dry the hair. Chef kiss. That's what I really love to do. Those are my 2 favorite things. If it's in the wintertime, can't do that. I'm in upstate New York. But in the summertime, that's my favorite way to dry my bundle. Now let's say you had to wash your hair while it's in your head. Say you got a sew-in. You're not gonna do the apple cider vinegar step. What you're gonna do is you're going to do this in the shower, and you're gonna do it just how you would your real hair. Again, I have really long hair, so you're just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna section it off, wash it. I do not like to saturate my whole scalp when I have a sew-in in. I don't, even with the hairdresser, I don't know why I don't like doing that, because it takes so long to dry. I hate doing that actually. So what I like to do is I'll do a light wash at the top of my hair, making sure I am getting the bundles wet, but I'm not getting my scalp wet. I'll take a brush and brush the shampoo. After I shampoo my hair, and remember we're doing this in sections, then I will condition it in sections. Now this time when you condition it, you are going to have to squirt the bundles in your hand a little bit, right? So I'm just going to squirt a little bit of conditioner in my hands and start working it in my bundles. I'm just going to work it in my bundles. I'm not putting a lot of conditioner in my hair, but I am making sure that all my hair is going to have some conditioner in it. Then I'm going to rinse my hair. Again, this is my personal preference. Whatever floats your boat, but I'm not trying to saturate my whole goddamn on scalp. Not trying to do it. I'm going to be very careful where I'm rinsing off my hair, right? I'm rinsing it off, but I'm not getting my scalp wet. When you rinse your hair out, you could dry this one of 2 ways. You could let it air dry, or you can get a blow dryer and blow your bundles dry. If you let it air dry, you can get a very curly look, because raw Indian hair, naturally wavy, comes out very pretty. So what I like to do is I like to scrunch my hair up when it's wet. I like to scrunch it up. I scrunch it like this. Scrunch it, scrunch it, scrunch it while it's wet. It can't be too wet. It gotta dry some. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Because when it's too wet, it's just like flat and heavy. But you gotta it gotta dry a little bit. When it starts drying, I'm gonna scrunch it, scrunch it, scrunch it, scrunch it, scrunch it. When I scrunch it, I'm gonna start forming the pattern, the wave pattern. So I'm going to get the natural wave patterns because I'm scrunching it. Then I'm going to let it air dry. And when I let it air dry, this is what it looks like. This picture is on my Instagram at Only Raw Hair. This is what it's gonna look like when it air dries. I love that look. It's super pretty. I will also tell you, this is gonna be another tip for when you have the bundles and you're washing them just like this. When you have the natural wavy and you wanna get the natural wavy form, you're gonna let it dry on top of the towel like this. You're gonna scrunch it up and you're gonna put it on top of the towel like that. The reason why you do this is because it helps the waves to form. You want to form the waves. That's a little tip I should have mentioned earlier. Let's say you don't want to do a natural wave and you want to get something like what I have. I will let you know this. The older this hair gets, the better it's going to look. As long as you take care of this hair, it's going to be very good to you. The older this hair gets, the better it's going to look. Now, how do you ask? How does that happen? Well, let me tell you. Because you're going to train the hair. I use these bundles over and over and over again. Even if they're cut, it doesn't matter. It's like a puzzle for me. You know what I mean? I know where the pieces go. I have trained my hair so that way there's no flyaways. Because with human hair, there is going to be some flyaways. But you see how there's no flyaways with this hair? Let me tell you how I did it. I'm not going to let it air dry. I'm going to take the blow dryer and I'm going to blow dry it so that way it's dry. I'm just going to take a comb and blow dry it. I'm not trying to get it all straight and etc. No, not yet, but soon. Once it's dried, I'm then going to flat iron it. When I flat iron it, I'm going to put some product on it. Now, this is going to be the only time I'm gonna put product on my hair the whole 2.5 weeks. After I put product on it, this one time, I'm not putting product on it ever again until the next wash. This is going to be key so that way there is no product buildup. You get what I'm saying? The product that I use is I use a little wax. This is the wax. This little thing is like $25. You could get this on Amazon. Let me show you how small this is. Now, compare this to this. I use this for my leave out because I have 4C hair and this is heavy, okay? This I use on my bundles because this is super light. This is made for Caucasian women. This is made for black women. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? So this right here has lasted me over 1.5 years. Look at how little this is. You see this? Look at this. This is almost gone. How I use this is this. I take some on my finger. I section my hair off a little bit. I use about maybe this much, no matter how long it is. I just do a little of this, put it on my fingers, and run it all the way down from the top to the bottom. That's it. I'm not putting any more on. Then I'm going to take the flat iron and I'm going to flat iron it. That is going to tame the hair and it's going to train it. It's going to give it enough manipulation where the hair, the flyaways, is going to be tamed. The key is you cannot put a lot of product on your finger. You should not see the product on your finger, but you should be able to feel it. Do not put too much, otherwise the hair is going to be stiff and it's not going to flow. You see how this flows? You see how this flows and it still needs to be washed? You see that? You want flowy hair. You don't want stiff hair. These are not bundles from the store. This is human hair you got. This hair is from somebody's head. You take care of it and it's going to take care of you. After I flat iron all my hair, there's going to be another step. Then I'm going to go back and curl my hair. But I'm not putting any product on it. This time I'm not putting any product on it. I'm going to curl it. And when I curl it, it's going to look even better. The hair is very light maintenance. For my girls that sell hair, I'm going to give you a couple of just very common things that you may experience with raw hair. You may get some tangling in the back, a little bit, but that's going to come if you like have on a sweater and it's rubbing in the back. But you should just be able to take your fingers and do this. That's it. That should be enough for it to come out. If it's tangling, you need to wash it, okay? Or you don't put some crazy product in it, all right? But you're just gonna get a tad bit of tangling and you should just be able to do this. And the reason why I'm saying this, you know how they say on descriptions of hair, this hair does no tangling? If it's human hair will tangle if it's ruffling like this, back and forth on some type of fabric. Once your hair becomes greasy, you need to wash it. You're gonna know it's greasy because it's not gonna be flowy and it's not gonna be bouncy. You understand what I'm saying? Even this could have a little more bounce to it. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna lie. It really could. However, it still looks really good, so I probably won't wash it for another like 4 or 5 days, okay? I'm gonna stretch it. Now, you know, when you order the bundles, every bundle is gonna be completely different. There is not going to be the same curl pattern. It is not going to be the same color. Every bundle is going to be different. Why? Because every bundle is from a different person. This bundle right here, you see how different this looks from my hair? It looks very different, okay? All the bundles, they're different in my head. I have 4 bundles in my head, probably about 4.5. Everyone looked different when I got them. However, I dyed them all the same color, and you see how consistent this is? You can't tell. But when I wash it, okay, it does go back to its natural pattern, and you can tell, like some will have looser, some is more deeper, etc. But look at this picture. You can't tell. That looks really good. What have we learned today? Less product. Train it. The older you get, the better it's gonna get. Every bundle is different. You dye it and they're all going to be the same by the end of the day. I am one of the only, if not the only, raw hair company that actually has a collection where I meet the women, I bond with them, I know their names, I send them gifts. My children meet their children, and it is called my Voices of Beauty collection. And I'm very proud of this collection. I know that the hair has come from Mary. I know that the hair has come from Sarah because I have actually spoken to them. I know my hair is 100% human hair. I do have an Indian collection. I know that this is 100% human hair because I have partnership in the factory. So I have been able to cut out the middleman when it comes to raw hair. There is very, very, very few that have been able to do that. I am very grateful and proud of the accomplishments that I have made in this industry. I've been selling raw hair since 2017. I also have customers that have had their hair since I've been open and still using the same bundles. Like I said, this hair in my head is 8 years old. I am a business consultant for girls who have companies that sell hair, and I'm telling you, a lot of my clients, they always get the same questions from their customers. I always get the same questions from customers who are new from me, and it's always the same thing. Why does it look different? How do you get the hair to last? How do you get the frizziness away? And if you just tell whoever it is that needs to know the things I told you in this video today, they're going to be a very happy customer. And also remember, a lot of times people have never had human hair before. They've never had human hair. So they're going from hair they thought was human to actually having human hair. And sometimes it's a big adjustment, okay? It's a big adjustment for them. So just be patient with them and walk them through on how to take care of their hair. And I promise you, they're going to be a walking billboard for you. They're going to want to tell everybody about the hair. If you want to find me, all my information is below. If you want, or if you have any questions regarding more information on how to take care of your hair, please drop a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. You can also contact me through email if you want to book a call with me. You have any questions on starting your hair company and how to grow it, or you want to rebrand, let me know, because I do websites, logos. I've done all my company branding. You can go from looking really, really small in a home-based company to a big, large professional hair company. So thank you so much. Like the video and subscribe.